Beside a dusty game track in Uganda sits a pile of fresh elephant dung. It's damp and packed with half-digested grass, looking at first glance exactly like any other organic waste in the bush. But protruding from the fiber is a strip of green polythene. Tangled deeper in the waste are jagged fragments of plastic water packaging. These samples were documented inside Queen Elizabeth National Park, managed by the Uganda Wildlife Authority as one of the continent's most strictly protected habitats. This plastic originated in a human household, yet it ended up in the stomach of an elephant living miles away from the nearest town. Finding these materials here points to a breakdown in how waste is managed, showing that even the most remote wilderness is no longer isolated from global pollution. To find the source, we have to look across the wider savanna ecosystem that characterizes much of western Uganda. Elephants are indiscriminate foragers, often swallowing plastic debris hidden in the grass. This leads to physical blockages in their digestive tracts, which can eventually cause a slow death by malnutrition. Beyond the physical blockage, there is a chemical threat. As the plastic breaks down in the gut, it releases synthetic toxins that leach directly into the animal's bloodstream. This waste doesn't stay put. It migrates from urban centers, carried by the wind or discarded at the edges, where human activity meets the wild. Water provides a direct pipeline for this pollution. Rivers and streams flow through the heart of these parks, acting as a delivery system for every bottle and bag tossed into a drain miles upstream. When plastic enters the water, it settles into the riverbeds and is absorbed by the vegetation. Because the plants and water support every living thing in the park, the pollution eventually works its way into the diet of every species in the ecosystem. Protecting these animals is impossible without first ensuring that the water systems they depend on are kept free of human waste. Exposing this crisis is the work of the Blue Community Water Journalists Africa, or WJA. This network of reporters focuses specifically on the points where water mismanagement, environmental health, and the survival of wildlife collide. Their primary tool for this investigation is InfoNile, a journalistic project designed to map ecological changes across the region. By looking at the Nile Basin, InfoNile can trace the journey of plastic from dense urban centers through the interconnected web of waterways. Their data shows a direct correlation. As plastic disposal fails in the cities, the contamination levels in downstream wildlife sanctuaries rise. This investigative work provides the evidence needed to diagnose these environmental threats before the damage to the park becomes irreversible. WJA is the African arm of the Blue Community, a global network dedicated to transforming how the world treats its water. The network's core mission is simple: to establish and protect clean water as a fundamental human right. Achieving that means addressing two main issues. They work to stop the privatization of water and actively campaign to phase out the single-use plastic bottles that currently clog global waterways. These efforts directly impact the survival of the African elephant. The presence of a plastic bag in the middle of a national park reveals that human consumption habits have consequences far beyond the borders of our cities. Protecting the savanna's largest inhabitants requires a complete rethink of our reliance on materials that the natural world cannot digest. Ultimately, the survival of wild ecosystems depends on our ability to keep the world's water systems clean, public, and free of plastic.